Today I am going to be talking about why you need to set up your own website, why you can't just rely on something like YouTube or Instagram or even blogging platform like Medium in order to run a business, to make money online. I'm actually going to show you the money I'm making online with one of my most profitable businesses, Simple Program. I'm going to show you actually in my QuickBooks here towards the end of the video, so you can actually see that I'm really making this money and that I know what I'm talking about. I'm John from BulldogMindset.com. On this channel, I teach you what you need to know to develop mental toughness, what I call the Bulldog mindset, and to really succeed in life. First of all, I want to tell you why it's so important that you create your own site, and I'm going to show you some hosting options that there are for creating your site. I actually got contacted by a hosting platform called Hostinger. They have really good service, and I checked them out, and they said, hey, can you do some promotion for our product? Can we sponsor you? I said, well, let me check it out and let me see if I've got something that I need to talk about. And I had planned on talking about why you need to create a website, so it works out well. So I'll show you their site. I'll show you actually me getting a site set up, and like I said, at the end of this video, I'm going to show you my actual numbers. So I'm going to show you how much money you can actually make online, and it is a lot. So let's talk about why you need to have a site, and I'm going to bring up the Hostinger here while I'm looking at this page. I'll log in and I'll create a site. I use a lot of hosting platforms. I've got accounts on most of the major ones. I use them for different reasons. I like to stay on all of them so that I know. So Hostinger is definitely a good one. I'm not gonna talk about the other hosting platforms, obviously, because they're doing some sponsorship here, and I'm full disclosure, right? I tell you guys exactly what I'm doing here. Here's the thing, and I've heard a lot of horror stories. I know a lot of friends that are big YouTubers, and a lot of people actually that make their money from the ads on YouTube, which is not really a good idea, okay? Even on websites, not a good idea, right? Or on Instagram or something like that. You want to have your own platform. But I know a lot of YouTubers that have gotten shut down, okay? Their accounts can just get disabled, and all their videos are gone. Their entire channel is gone. And, some of these guys have had over 1 million subscribers. And when that happens, let's say they're making $10,000 or $20,000 a month from YouTube from ad revenue, they suddenly go to zero. They have no money. They have nothing. Okay, that's a very, very bad place to be. Okay, you shouldn't just be making your money from ads anyway, right? That's why it's important to have a site, and you should have some products, and you should have something you're selling on there, and some other content on there, and some really the email addresses for your audience. Okay, that's really, really important. But that's like one of the most critical things, is right. And I coach a lot of software developers, teaching them how to market themselves, how to build up their brands. Personal branding is important as well. And I've said from the very beginning that you need to have your own domain, you need to have your own site. And there's a lot of reasons for this. One of them with one of my companies, Simple Programmer, I made the mistake of not doing this, and I was on someone else's platform, and I got to the point I didn't even plan on making money from the company from that I was building. I was just building a blog, and when I got to the point where I was getting significant traffic and I wanted to make money, I couldn't. I couldn't put a shopping cart. I couldn't put ads. I couldn't sell anything. I couldn't put any kind of email registration or anything like that. So I had to, scramble, switch everything over, do a lot of work. From the very beginning, I should have just set up my own site, and that would have been a much better thing to do. A lot of times today, I see people that are using Instagram, they're using YouTube, of course, and they're using Medium, for example, for blogging, and it's great. These platforms are great. I utilize many of these platforms, and I'm obviously you're watching my YouTube channel, but I also have my own site, and I have an email list, and it's really, really important. I can sell things, I can do what I want through my own site. You need to have control, and you need to have a domain for Google as well. And so I'm going to show you, like I said, at the end of this, how I'm making money online, and it's mostly passive, okay? But it is all critical on having a site. So whether you're personal branding, or even if you're a career person and you just want to have your portfolio resume online, you need a site. Or if you're trying to start a business, or you're just trying to start a blog, you're not sure if you're going to start a business, just go ahead and get a site. Let's take a look here at this Hostinger. It's a really cool platform. I think it's really easy to use. The prices are super cheap. That's another good thing here. So I've got my john.sonmez domain set up here. I can click manage here. Now if you first come in there, they'll give you an even easier to use interface. I'm looking at the dashboard here, which is important, like the control panel. but they'll just give you like a few options. What do you want to do, right? And they're basically these options. They have a website builder, okay, which is pretty cool. And if you look at this website builder, what it does is it allows you to, like, I've already imported like the Bulldog Mindset page on here, but you know, I'm not gonna publish this, but I actually can, you can just pick a website or you can use a template, right? It's really cool. So you can just like drag and drop, create a web page. And, you know, might not be the way I would probably go with WordPress, which is what I'm going to show you. This auto installer, this is pretty dang cool as well. They have a lot of options here, right? So, I mean, obviously, for the most part, you're going to use WordPress for creating a site, but you could use Drupal or, you know, these are the most popular ones. You can create your shopping cart on here. You know, I'd recommend not hosting your own. I've got my own cart for Simple Programmer, but I'd recommend using something else for the most part. But you have a lot of stuff: content management, community building, so bulletin boards, right? That kind of stuff. E-commerce, all these kind of shopping cart stuff, miscellaneous. You know, I don't know what half of these things are, but there's a lot of options here that you can choose from. For the most part, though, what I do is use WordPress. While that's installing, I'm going to kind of show you one of my sites that I have, Simple Programmer, because I was going to show you, and you know, the traffic here that you can see, right? So we're getting about 9 to 10,000 page views a day on a typical day, right? This is why it's so important, okay, to have your own site. It's because you want to have traffic. Like this domain, the Simple Programmer domain, is valuable because Google has basically said, okay, it's blessed it. It's giving us what we call Google Juice or page rank. And so when I publish articles on here, it has a high probability of getting traffic, and I'm getting a lot of traffic from this stuff. So this is like just free money coming in. It's free traffic coming in every day to this business. And then, you know, with this traffic, I do various things. Let's see if we've got the install. Okay, we got the install going here. It's already done. So what we should be able to do is just go to this. Now I might have the DNS. Nope, DNS is working. So here you go, just another WordPress site. Hello world, bam. You're already up with WordPress. Pretty dang cool here. You can go into the WP admin, and there you go. It's a WordPress site. I'm not going to put it in LastPass. And, you know, you can just create posts, pages, like, you know, very quickly. If you want to create a new post, bam. There we go. Test blog post. This is what I like to talk about. Publish, and it's published. Bam, and there you go, right there. So that was pretty quick, right? I mean, you can have your site up. Obviously, you want to use the theme and stuff, and you know, make it pretty. But this is like raw WordPress here, right? We could go in, we could look at, you know, we could edit this post, and actually, we could just go in here, and you can see it's pretty fast too, right? I mean, for hosting that is that cheap, that's pretty awesome. I could just go in here and go to the appearance, change the theme, and we've got the 2019 theme. You know, we could do 2017. We could add themes, right? All this stuff. I'm not going to teach you how to use WordPress, but here it is. You know, this is WordPress right there. That's how quickly you can get a site set up. So there's no excuse really, right? You can have your own blog, you can have your own site. I recommend using WordPress. If you want to sign up with Hostinger, like I said, I use various different platforms, so I'm pretty unbiased, right? They are sponsoring this one, so I will recommend them here. But all you have to do is there'll be a card up above, and I want to know, first of all, guys, do you have your own website? So there's a survey up there, so click that. Tell me yes or no if you have your own website, okay, and if you're going to create your own website, and if you don't have one, which you should, or you need to create another website, you can also click the card. There'll be a link for you to get 15% off of Hostinger. They've given me a discount. Also, the link will be in the description below. So, yeah, that's how easy it is to get set up with them. Okay, and they've got a lot of really cool features and stuff in here with their auto installer, and you can do all kinds of stuff. You can even have it so someone else can take over your account and set it up. You can import. You can do pretty much everything that you need to do. I'm pretty impressed with the service. So what I promised you guys was that we would take a look at my money, so you can that I'm making a Simple Programmer, so you can understand, right, why this is so important, why creating your own site and creating a business online can be, you know, very profitable and passive. So we're looking at the profit and loss statement right out of QuickBooks for Simple Programmer for last year, okay? And so you can see where the money's coming from. And a lot of this, like I said, is passive, and almost all of this is profit. I do have a business partner, and we split the revenue on this, but we have sponsorship income of $52,000 for that site. That is because we have the site, we have the email, right? Like a site is valuable, right? It's $52,000 a year valuable worth of sponsorship. Had some YouTube income that was associated with that. I've moved the YouTube channel since then. This is ads on the page, on-page ads, okay? So on the site, on-page ads, $10,000 for that year, okay? So that for last year, that was pretty good. Amazon, we do affiliate links from the website. Again, another way to make money from there. This was another affiliate program when we were promoting something. Bluehost is another hosting platform that we were promoting through Simple Programmer. Thrive Themes, that's the actual blogging software that we're using. Interview Cake is good software for software developers. One of my friends that runs a book summary company, 2,000 books, we promoted his stuff, and then we had some other affiliate income. And this was just, some various affiliate promotions that we did and things like that. So from affiliate income, we picked up $105,000, okay? Then we had product revenue. So this is selling things from the site, right? This is another way to make money on your website. And we sold a lot of, apparently we sold $174,000 worth of stuff on the site. My book, this didn't have as much to do with the website itself, but I told you that book I published, The Complete Software Developer Career Guide, $100,000 just last year on that. So that was our total revenue there. And then we got some royalty licensing income from that. Some coaching for some programs that we were trying to do, not so much site related. We had a Patreon at one point, which we killed. And so we ended up making $472,000. Had some expenses, obviously, but not that much, really. Operating expenses was $125,000. Look how much money I spent on software, $22,000. So you can see where the money goes. Contractors, some, paying people. So that's where most of the money goes. And then, some advertising and things like that. But for the most part, total expense is $151,000. So the net operating income, right, after all this is $320,000. And that went out. It ended up getting paid out. That was our profit, okay, essentially get paid out to the partners. So, it made me a lot of money, right, for very passive. Anyway, that's it, guys. That's why I just wanted, to tell you about Hostingers, to show you that, to show you that why it's important to build a business online, why you need to get a site, and why you should just do it now, right? A lot of you are waiting to get a site because you don't have the business idea, you don't have, you need to get the domain, and you need to start aging that domain, because like I showed you with the traffic with Simple Programmer, this traffic comes from having content that's been out there for a while, and it takes a long time to build this up. If I were to show you my Bulldog Mindset site, you would see that the traffic is much lower, and I'm not getting search traffic, where we're getting so much search traffic here, right? If you look at yesterday's, 6,250 views came from search engines. That's really important. And I will talk to you next time. Take care.